Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're bringing you a phenomenal explainer covering what is, without a doubt, the most ambitious, star-studded creator tournament in the entire history of the internet. I mean, we are looking at a wild, absolute battle royale orchestrated by MrBeast, bringing together the absolute titans of internet video. It's a competition that is equal parts intense nostalgia and, honestly, high-stakes psychological warfare.
Right off the bat, we have to talk about the sheer, jaw-dropping scale of this event. 50 legendary creators were put inside this massive glass cube to battle it out for a prize of $1 million. But here is the kicker, and this is absolutely crucial. This money isn't going into their own pockets, no way. The winner gets to give that massive sum directly to their subscribers. So the pressure is entirely on, because as you can imagine, nobody wants to let their community down, right?
Section 1. The Ultimate YouTube Reunion.
Now, what's really interesting here is how it sets the stage. Before the chaos even begins, the atmosphere inside this cube is basically a massive high school reunion for internet culture. We're talking about the pioneers who literally built the platform from the ground up over the last 15 years. And to understand the absolute madness of this tournament, just listen to what MrBeast himself said to this room full of his childhood heroes. Despite being the biggest creator on the planet today, he genuinely attributes his success to the people standing right in front of him. He openly admits he totally fanned out over them when he was 17. It sets a surprisingly emotional, really grateful tone right before he puts them through absolute physical and mental torture.
So, what actually sparked this incredible gathering? Well, this entire million-dollar gauntlet was designed to celebrate a historic, totally unfathomable milestone, the MrBeast channel hitting an unfathomable 500 million subscribers. I mean, it's a mind-bending number. And this event was Jimmy's ultimate way of giving back to the community and to the creators who inspired him to start his journey in the first place. Section 2. Surviving Viral Trend Nostalgia. Let's move forward and see how this builds. Because the genius of this tournament structure is that it's not just a bunch of random physical challenges. It is a brilliant, grueling nostalgia trip. You see, MrBeast designed these games to test these legendary creators on the very viral trends that they themselves helped popularize over the last decade. The escalation here is rapid-fire and completely ruthless. They kick things off with the internet-breaking cake or fake trend, immediately escalate into the classic water bottle flip trick shots, and then plunge right into the chaotic era of the Harlem Shake. It's literally a rapid-fire test of their internet reflexes. In the very first challenge, the creators are presented with 5 identical red Lamborghinis and told they just have to stand on one. The catch? One of the cars is completely made out of cake. If you choose the cake car, the floor literally drops out from under you and you are instantly eliminated. What ensues is pure, unadulterated mass paranoia. You have these legendary creators intensely studying the reflections on the windows, arguing over which bumper looks tasty, and ruthlessly stealing spots from one another at the very last second just to survive. And the resulting carnage is absolute. It claims early victims like Smilemore, Corridor Digital, the iconic vlogger Casey Neistat, and the entire Vanoss crew. Even Chad, an actual co-founder of YouTube, gets eliminated early on. It is incredibly ironic and honestly a little heartbreaking watching these legendary internet figures completely fail at the very internet trends they helped build. It just goes to show, past glory offers zero protection in this cube. Section 3. The floor is lava. And this next challenge brilliantly illustrates how things shift. The herd has been significantly thinned out, and the stakes are getting exponentially higher. The remaining players aren't just relying on their own skills anymore. They are forced to physically team up, completely tethering their fate to the people standing next to them. The rules here are incredibly punishing. Step 1, you have to literally handcuff yourselves together in teams of 3. Step 2, you must cross a massive pit of fake lava using only 2 moving circular platforms. And step 3, the brutal catch. If just one person in your trio lets a single toe touch the lava, the entire team is instantly eliminated. You have guys carrying teammates on their backs, trying to execute perfectly synced stepping strategies, and these just heartbreaking moments where one tiny slip sends beloved creators packing. But once they survive that physical gauntlet, things take a much darker turn. The final 6 competitors receive a surprise video message from the UK creator group, The Sidemen, and their message is simple yet cruel. We all want to see you eat the world's hottest chip. With this single challenge, the explainer shifts completely away from a test of physical skill and straight into outright psychological warfare.
Section 4. The Hot Chip Bluff.
This is, without a doubt, the most intimate and stressful phase of the entire tournament. At this stage, deception, body language, and just keeping a cool head are vastly more important than anything else. Let's clarify these beautifully convoluted rules so you can really feel the tension. Two competitors face off at a podium. One is the eater and one is the guesser. The eater turns their back and secretly chooses to consume either a completely normal chip or a painfully spicy 2 million Scoville heat unit chip. The guesser then has to stare deep into their opponent's eyes, analyze their facial reactions, their breathing, their sweat, and guess which chip they actually ate. Guess wrong, you're eliminated. Guess right, the eater goes home. It is a pure, high-stakes bluffing trap.
So the crucial point here is how perfectly someone can control their own body under extreme duress. Look at what happened with the creator Jelly. He steps up to the podium, chomps down the blazing 2 million Scoville chip, and simply stares at his opponent without breaking a single sweat. I mean, no crying, no heavy breathing, just an absolute flawless poker face. His opponent overanalyzes him, feels completely confident it's a normal chip, guesses wrong, and just like that, Jelly secures his spot in the finale. It's an absolute masterclass in deception.
Section 5. The Final Minecraft Showdown.
Out of 50 legends, only 3 remain. And for the ultimate challenge, MrBeast takes them all the way back to their internet roots, Minecraft. They're given exactly 1 hour to complete a build, which beautifully honors the very first video MrBeast ever uploaded to his channel. But before that final timer starts, we really have to ground this high-stakes climax in what actually matters, the fans. Ali A plans to buy gaming equipment for the less fortunate. Phil wants to split the money, giving $20,000 each to 50 different people. And Jelly? He wants to rebuild the entire tournament in a video game and host giveaways for his community. These distinct, community-driven promises represent exactly why these 3 creators survived to the very end.
But as the hour winds down and the builds start taking shape, MrBeast reveals the ultimate twist. He isn't deciding the winner. Instead, the 47 creators who were eliminated earlier, who've just been watching and waiting in a recovery lounge, suddenly emerge. They are acting as the final jury. That's right, the legendary creators who were defeated will cast the final votes to decide who walks away with the $1 million.
And that leaves us with one massive question to ponder. With a treehouse, a fortress, and some highly questionable abstract structures being built, who actually managed to win over that jury of their peers? Which community is getting $1 million? Well, you'll have to check out the source material to see exactly how those final votes fell. It is an unforgettable finish to internet history. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.